What's up, gamers? How you doing? In this video, I'll be reviewing the ODROID-GO ULTRA. This is what they call the clear white version. There's also a dim gray. I like the clear white because it's kind of transparent, very cool. You can kind of see the battery in the back and the board. You can see everything, which is awesome. This is the follow-up to the ODROID-GO, which came out a little while ago, prior to this, of course. And what this is basically a single board computer that's great for emulation. Retail for this is $111 US, which I think is a great deal. So we'll take a closer look at this handheld. If you're looking for a decent price handheld to play emulation in games on the go, this might be the one for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's take a closer look. Okay, here's a closer look at the ODROID-GO ULTRA. This is a follow-up to the ODROID-GO Super, and then the first one is just the ODROID-GO. All various pricings. ODROID-GO is around $59 US. ODROID-GO Super is 80. This is 111. So all the difference between this and the Super basically is got a different CPU. It can process a little bit more. It's about 19 grams heavier, so it's a little less than 300 grams in weight. It's got a 5-inch screen, which the Super has as well. Same battery. The battery life on this with games is about 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours. On the Super, it's closer to 10, so the battery life is a little less on the Ultra here. As I mentioned before, I really like the clear. This is the white clear case. You can see the battery and the different board. This is the ODROID on the go, which is awesome. And I've done multiple videos talking about the ODROID. It's a single board computer, kind of like a Raspberry Pi. The ODROID-GO N2, I'm a big fan of. You can put like Dreamcast and PlayStation 1 games on there. Really, really good. Okay, so before I power this on, let me show you kind of the button layout itself. You have two analog sticks here. They don't push in or anything like that. A D-pad, which is kind of thin, kind of skinny, to be honest with you. These are kind of action buttons here as far as your start and select. This is your BA and YX button, just like a Nintendo layout would be, I guess. And then these are different buttons as well for format and all that good stuff. On the top, you have your volumes. You have your power button. You have a headphone jack so you can listen in. This is USB-C, USB as well. It comes with an adapter to, let me just show you, I think I have it right here. Let me just show you what it looks like. This is kind of what the cable looks like. It's got USB on one end, and then these things. So when you power it, you're actually supposed to power it using both of these, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen it before. But you basically plug it in like so, and you plug it in, you charge it. It takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge it to full. You have your shoulder buttons here, of course. Your power button is right here. USB here is nice because there is a dongle here you can purchase separately for Bluetooth. You can hook up a separate controller if you want. You can go to Wi-Fi and all that good stuff too. But there is no HDMI out, unfortunately. There's no dock. You can't really hook this up to a TV or a monitor, so that is a letdown. However, for the price of what it is, a little over $100, $111 specifically, I think this is a really decent deal, to be honest. So let's go and power it on. And it's running off Gel OS. Big shout out to my friend Kirk, aka Hubert81. Kurt's got a great channel here on YouTube. He does great emulation. He helped me out build this thing. So shout out to him. I'll put a link to his channel. Definitely encourage you to check him out. So these are the various emulators I have on this handheld, right? So I have Famicom Disk System, Final Burn Neo, which is basically like, let's go to it real quick. It's just kind of various different arcade games. Game & Watch, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Sega Master System, Sega Game Mega Drive, which is basically Genesis. I've got media player on here, so if you can like put games on here, movies, music. Naomi, which is by Sega, it's arcade, kind of like a Dreamcast. Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Pocket Color, NES, PC Pico 8. This is PlayStation 1. Scrum VM, which is like a point-and-click super graphics. Point-and-click, like a lot of it is, I don't know, like Day of the Tentacle, things like that from LucasArts. Super Graphics, Super Nintendo, various tools. TurboGrafx 16, TurboGrafx CD, Vectrex, Virtual Boy, WonderSwan Color, some favorites, 32X, Sega CD, Dreamcast, and I think that's it. So let's go check out one of my favorite ones. This is Game & Watch. And on my left here, I can also scroll here by hitting the shoulder button, kind of goes faster. Good Pac-Man. Let's do one that I like a lot. I had this thing when I was a kid. Oh, see, it's loud. That's really loud. I actually have had this as a kid. I can hit this to kind of zoom in. I guess that makes it a little better to play. This is by Coleco. It's a tabletop. So it's not a Game & Watch per se. Okay, hit both these buttons here twice to exit. Okay, go back. Game Boy looks really good too. I get Game Boy Color, Game Boy here. Let's do everything's alphabetical. So let's check out now the volume. You see here, you can see the volume here on the left. When you're in the game itself, sometimes it doesn't display. So, oh, I went back. Let's do Castlevania, the first one for the Game Boy. Let's try the volume. So the volume doesn't display once you're in the game, which is weird. So I think that's one thing I've noticed about this compared to other handhelds emulators, is the volume's not the greatest, the audio. I can use both the analog stick and the D-pad. If I hit this select button and hit the X button, I go to options here, so I can add different scans here, scan lines. So we'll go to shaders, video shaders. Let's do load. There's a bunch of different shaders I have here. I got one here, Game Boy one. Let's check it out. That looks pretty good. I don't know well you can see it, but you can definitely see the different shader there for Game Boy. The Game Boy had more of a pea green look to it. Okay, we'll X out of that. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Sega Master System. Check out Naomi. We'll go and it's on free play. Let's do story mode. Turn down. It's been a long time since I've played this game. So you can see the audio isn't the greatest, right? Go next to that. Let's check out PlayStation 1. Let's do Metal Slug. It's been a long time since I've played this game. There's a new TV show, I believe, coming out on Max soon for stream, based on this franchise, which will be interesting to see. Let's add a shader. Let's do CRT blur. Let's see what that looks like. It's very subtle. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but I do see some scan lines. Let's do this guy. Sweet Tooth. I think I was playing Kids in Rocket League, and this is a playable character. D-pad only, no analog stick. So the controls. Meh. It has been a while since I played this game. He's killing me. Literally. Come on, come on. Get him. It's Demolition Derby, basically, is what it is. Looks out of that. A lot of fun, though. You got Vectrex games as well. I almost forgot to show you. This is where the micro SD card slot goes. I've got right now 256 gig micro SD card in here. You can go up to a terabyte though, so you can expand it quite a bit. Let's do Star Trek. Oh. I can use analog stick, which is interesting. If you guys never played a Vectrex, I definitely recommend you guys check one out. It's vector graphics. It's pretty cool. Really cool, actually. Way ahead of its time. Virtual Boy. Wonder Swan. We'll do Outrun. Add credits here by hitting the select button. There we go. This game is so much fun. Little Ferrari. I'm hitting the shoulder button there for my gas, which is interesting. You ever played Outrun before? It's kind of a choose your own path game. You want to see the clock. I want to show you this because the frame rate's pretty good. It's really working quite well. So I think you guys get a pretty good idea as far as what this thing can do. It's a really great handheld. I'll tell you what, I do like the battery life on this thing. It's pretty decent, even for what it is. 6 hours was pretty decent. It's rechargeable, of course. So it's decent in that regard. The price is definitely right. A little over $110. Not bad for what this thing can do. Fairly easy to set up. And I just like the clear case. So those are some positives. I think the buttons are okay. They're a little small. Overall, they're okay. Not a fan of the audio, to be honest with you. The audio is okay. It's mono sound. But I think for what you get, it's if you're looking for a cheap system kind of on the go, this is definitely one to look for. It's on hard kernel. The website, I'll link to their website as well. I'm not endorsed by them or anything like that, but in case you guys are curious. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think of it. If you guys have any recommendations on games to check out, let me know. We'll see you guys soon. Take care, and of course, game on.